What is up, guys? It's your boy Torius, back again with another video. So with that being said, like the video, comment below what you think about the video, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. So when I was a jit, basically, like everyone would be like, "Oh, you ain't got no game, right?" Like if you didn't get no girls, they'll make fun of you, right? They'll be like, "Oh, you ain't got game. You have no game. You have no game," right? And when people like if you're talking to a girl and she don't respond, they'll be like, "Oh, you ain't got no game, right?" And I always thought that game was something that like I thought game was what you said to girls, right? I thought game is what, like the things that you say to girls. But the thing is, you know what I realized growing up, game is just it don't exist. Here's the secret: game don't exist. Sorry, the secret I already told you, but game don't exist, right? Because like my boy would always tell me that, right? My boy would tell me that game doesn't exist, and I didn't understand that. And he would always tell me like, girls will fuck with you because they want to fuck with you. It's not because you have game. Like there's no amount of game in the world that can make a girl want to fuck with you. And I understand at the time when he said that, but I understand now. Because the thing is like all the attraction is already in the air. You feel me? Like you can tell when a girl is attracted to you already, right? Like you can already tell like, okay, this girl likes me because she's like next to you, she's around you, she's looking at you, right? The thing is that it takes some girls longer than other girls to want to fuck with you, right? Like one girl, she could fuck with you like 20 minutes after you meet. Another girl will take 2-3 years, right? Until she'll want to fuck with you, So another girl might take 20 years. It might take her 20 years before she wants to fuck with you, right? So the thing is that there's not really any game, right? Like game is just basically you talking to the chick and then the chick reciprocating, basically, right? It's all about energy. That's what dudes refer to, because the thing is like if you talk to a girl that don't like you, there's no amount of game in the world, right? There's no amount of game that's gonna make her be like, "Oh yeah, you know what, this is the one." Unless like you're very like you look very bad and then you're very suave, right? Like if you don't look good, but then you're just like real smooth with it, then you're just like, okay. She'll be like, all right, I'm fucking with it. But that's very far in between, right? Like that's very rare. The thing is that girls already know if they want to fuck with you or not, right? Like the girl's already gonna choose you. Because the girl's looking at you like, oh damn, you know what? I might fuck with this dude. Because girls are attracted to smells, right? Girls are attracted to what's in the air. Because the thing is, dudes, they let off their odor, right? Their body odor. And their body odor has pheromones, right? And their pheromones is basically explaining like, okay, this is what I'm about, right? This is my immune system. How do you feel about my immune system, right? And that's basically what the girl is attracted to. So if the girl's fucking with your immune system, then she's fucking with you. Because if you think about it, at the end of the day, this is all about making babies, right? It's all about reproduction and becoming the most successful, right? If you're a dude that's the most successful, then it's gonna come off in your immune system. It's gonna come off in your body odor. It's gonna come off in what you smell like. That's why you gotta wear cologne, so the girl don't know what you smell like, right? Because the girl will think, oh damn, this dude smells really good. Like girls will literally fall in love with you and suck your dick just because you smell good. You feel me? So, with that being said, like what is game? Game, in the traditional sense, is just a strategy that you use to get the sex, right? Because I feel like there's game is like is a word that's used intermittently, right? You can change it. So you can refer to game as, like your mouthpiece, like you talking to the girl and you saying like, oh, you know what, yeah, let's do this and that. Because the thing is, girls, if a girl likes you, she's gonna make it real easy for you, right? She's gonna make it easy. Like the thing is like flirting, like when you're flirting with a girl, it's easy to flirt with a girl that is flirting with you back. You feel me? Like if there's a girl that she's not trying to give you any type of like play, if you think that girl's gonna give you any type of play, it's funny because I got a notification for a video about something about this video I'm making right now. Because they're the same topic. It's funny. Like if a girl's not giving you no play, like she's not giving you no type of hints, no type of nothing, it's a little harder to flirt and you got to be more aggressive. You feel me? The more aggressive you are, you could get it out of her if you already know that she likes you. But the thing is, if she don't like you, she's not gonna really be flirting with you like that. But if she really likes you, she's gonna really be flirting with you like on some like, oh, you know, oh, really? Right? And the thing is, when a girl really likes you, like really, really likes you, it's just funny, right? Because there's like nothing you could say like logical, right? Like you'll just say, I mean, it's just like you'll say something like stupidest shit ever, right? You'll say the stupidest shit ever, and she'll just start busting out laughing, right? She'll just bust out fucking laughing, right? Like this happened to me the other day. Like I was in public talking to this girl, and she's just like, you know, I wasn't even saying nothing, right? I wasn't saying nothing, and she's like turning red. She's like, stop making me laugh. And I was just asking her about her earrings. I was like, oh, where you get your earrings from? And she's just busting out laughing, like, oh, I'm like, stop making me laugh. And I'm just like, what the hell are you laughing about? I'm literally just asking you about your earrings. And the thing is like, she's just, because she likes me, you feel me? So she's just like busting out. It's like I just make her laugh. It's like I hit something in her belly, right? Right? It's like I'm tickling her belly, and she's just laughing because she likes me so much, right? Just blushing everywhere and shit. So the thing is like I remember before I would come into like I used to work at tattoo shop, right, in Cali, and they would have a lot of customers come in, right? And when they would come in, they would ask me like, oh, can I get a tattoo or some shit? And I'm like, no. And they just start busting out laughing. I'm like, it's not fun. I would say no, it's super fucking serious. I would just be like, no. And then they just bust out laughing. And I feel like I realize now is because I was in my mask. Bro, what are you doing here, man? Come on, stupid. Like, why would you do that? But yeah, they would just like bust out laughing. And I realize now is because I was in my masculine frame. And when you're in your masculine frame, which is just like, you're very stoic, you're very just like your authority, right? You're just an authority figure. And you're just like, nah. It's like sending that boundary, right? And you're, you know, some girls like that, and because that's what you gotta do when you go up to them. But let's get back to the topic, right? Because I'm teaching you about game, right? I'm explaining you about game. So like I'm saying, game can be changed intermittently, right? Like game could be what you're talking about, right? Which is what I thought it was. Because like when dudes say, oh, you ain't got no game, he has no game, I'm thinking, okay, he can't talk to girls. Like what he's saying to girls isn't what they want to talk about, right? Like, because you see dudes with game, they're able to talk to a girl for a little bit, and you know, and you don't know what they're saying, but they're talking about something. And the next game is the game of life, right? It's just the game of life. Or actually the next game is your strategy, right? The next game is the strategy that you use to get the girl, which is the one I'm going to be talking about here. And then after that, that's the game of life, right? The game of life is girls don't, like the whole entire game of life is that girls don't want to give up their sex and dudes want to get their sex. And that's the game of love, right? The game of love and the game of life. The game of love is try to get the sex from the girl, even though she don't want to give it to you, right? It's like breaking through, it's like penetrating, right? That's why dudes say like, oh, you ain't got no game. You're not able to penetrate that her wall, like football, right? In football, the other team builds a wall. You're trying to get past that wall, right? You're trying to go through and get to the end zone, right? Just like basketball. Basketball is pretty much every sport. There's a barrier, and you got to reach that barrier. Even golf, like the barrier is the distance from the hole. It's like a little tiny hole. You got to go far away and try to get that ball in the hole. Everything has a barrier. That's the game of life, right? Like love, the game of love is just basically like a miniature version of life. Because in life, everything that you want has a barrier to it. So you got to get through that barrier. Either you climb the wall or you go through the barrier. You feel me? So that's basically what girls do. Girls are just like they show you they explain life, right? It's also like I feel like if you're a girl, it's the opposite way around, right? Like for girls, they're trying to exclude you out of the wall, out of their barrier, right? They have a barrier and they're trying to exclude you from it. Damn, bro. Yeah, girls are making a barrier and they're trying to exclude you from their end zone. So basically, when it comes to the game that I'm explaining is that you take the principles of the game of life, which is, going through the barrier, and then you use that on your dating life, right? Because your game is basically, all right, so the steps in game, right, is basically you just becoming, you getting as much experience with girls as possible. You just going through life, getting, being a nice guy, talking to girls like, hey, good morning, beautiful. And then you realize that doesn't work. So you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna just text him less. And then you realize that doesn't work. So then you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna text him good morning, beautiful, and text him less. And you realize that doesn't work. And so you just feel like you just give up. Right? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you just, you're just basically seeing what works and then applying it, right? Like you just do as much stuff. Like, I feel like when it comes to game, just try to mess up as much as possible. Like, I probably talked to thousands of girls, like thousands. Like, I'm not even like thousands, right? And I smashed a few, but I had to take thousands of, like, because the thing is like, yeah, I wasn't really much, dudes have to be valuable in order to smash. If you're not valuable, you're not gonna smash a lot of girls. And I wasn't valuable, and I'll admit that. I wasn't getting as much girls as I wanted to get. I was getting a good amount, but I wasn't getting as much as I wanted. You feel me? So, because I wasn't valuable. So right now I'm just working on building my value so that I can get to that point where, I don't have to talk to thousands of girls to just get like one or two. You feel me? But yeah, that's your game. Your game is your strategy. Your strategy to your strategy to to getting girls, basically. Just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna take her to movies on the first date. Then the second day I'm gonna take her to the park or whatever. And then the third day I'm gonna take her to get drinks, and then we're gonna go to the crib, and then we're gonna smash. And after that, I'm gonna make her my girlfriend after like 3 months or whatever of just smashing her. And basically that's your game. Your game is that. That's your strategy. But yeah, with that being said, if you guys want me to, I'm gonna make a couple more series about this, right? I'm gonna make a couple more parts about game. So with that being said, like the video, comment below what you think about the video, subscribe if you're new. If you want me to answer any more questions, I'll answer them in another video. Just DM me on Instagram at Torius at 6 for interviews, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.